Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Exotic Oof, and unfortunately, this is a very serious video. I have been kicked out of my house. I have had my car taken and sold. Even though legally it was in my mother's name, the main heart of the reason I've gotten kicked out is not justified. I am not used to being serious when making videos, but this has to be made. This is a message that needs to be heard and spread. I was kicked out for the primary reason of me being in a romantic relationship with a black woman. Yes, in 2024, I was kicked out for dating a black girl. No, I am not joking. See, what ended up happening was I had this girl. Let me admit to the faults that I am guilty of. I am guilty of having this girl over without my mom knowing. I am guilty of drinking underage. These are two things I want to point out because yes, these are illegal well, one of them is illegal, but these are, I guess you could say, immoral things. And I take full accountability of these actions. But you see, these are not the reasons I got kicked out. I got kicked out because the girl I'm involved with is black. I guarantee you, if this girl was any other race, or especially white, I would not have been kicked out. The reason I got caught was because my girlfriend the night before had cooked me some chicken, and I was supposed to clean the dishes the morning after. I did not. I was negligent. That is another fault. I should have cleaned the dishes. Anyway, I didn't clean the dishes. My mom came home and saw them, called me several times, and to the point where I pulled over while I was on a date with the girl I got kicked out for. I pulled over somewhere on the interstate. Don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Location doesn't matter. But I answered the phone and my mom was frantic about me not cleaning the dishes, and I said, okay. She was like, she told me to get back, and I was like, no, I can't. She was like, why? And I was like, 'cause I'm on a date. And then I said, the food from the dishes that aren't clean is from her. She cooked the food for me. And she was like, okay, get home when you can. And so later that day I get home, and she asks, she asked me, how long has this been going on? When were you going to tell me? Do you think it's okay for you to have girls over without me knowing? And I was like, I don't know, because, I'm being pressed, and I'm just, trying to clean dishes like you told me to, and I don't really know what to do. There's a lot going on in my head. And I was like, no. But anyway, what ends up happening is eventually my mom asked, what race is the girl? And I don't think I initially answered. And she said, is she white? And I said, no, Mom, she's black. And my mom let out like the most grotesque sigh I've ever heard and said, oh God, under her breath, and stormed off into her room. And then later, a few minutes later, as I was still washing the dishes, she comes back into the kitchen and says, here's the deal. You can go out and live your life the way you want to, but you're not living here anymore. And then proceeds to throw a box of condoms at me. Yeah, you heard that right. So, I'm just like, okay. And I tried to call my dad several times. He didn't answer. And I continued to finish cleaning the dishes. Eventually, I do finish cleaning the dishes. I go in there and say, hey, my dad's not picking up, so it might be a while. And she says, well, okay, but you're still getting out of here. And I was like, okay. And then she tells me to take out all my keys, my car key and my house keys. And before I take off the last house key, she says something about me throwing my life away and stuff, and saying like it wasn't natural for, me, a white man, being with a black woman. And that just threw me off. That hit me the wrong way. And I stopped before I took off took off the last house key and said, "You're stupid." And she got up and tried to slap me. And so what I did in self-defense was grabbed her hand, lightly smacked her, not like a hard smack, but lightly smacked her to, try to put some sense into her, and then pushed her on the bed and held her down there for a second and said, "Stop it, I love you, I love you." And she said, "Boy, have you lost your mind?" So I let go, and she did get up and did actually slap me. And she said, "I'm calling the cops on your ass." And I was like, okay. I was thinking in my head, okay, I gotta get out of here. So I just left. The only thing I had with me was my phone, and that was it. And I tried calling my dad again. I left him a very emotional voicemail saying I got kicked out for dating a black girl. And yeah. And then I called the girl that I am still involved with, and she gave me some advice, and I took it. I called a friend who lived kind of nearby, about 20 minutes away, and he ended up getting me. I hid out at a church because I was worried my mom was actually going to call the cops and stuff. And so I hid out at a nearby church, and my friend ended up picking me up later. And that happened, and then my dad, he got me the next day, and he was trying to get stuff back for me, but my mom, wasn't very, she was very weird about it. She was like, "Oh, he can only get the stuff that he or you paid for. Anything I paid for, he can't get." Hence, why I had the car gone, even though 1,000 of that amount that the car was, I don't know if I should say how much the car was, but $1,000 of what the car was came from me. And so, yeah, but anyway, she just completely took the car and recently sold it, actually, so that car is gone. But yeah, she wouldn't let my dad get stuff originally, very little stuff, but then became more lenient with it. And I have all my essentials back, but there's still a lot of sentimental items I still don't have, cliche things like collectibles, stuff like that. Maybe a trophy from when I was a little kid, stuff like that, And yeah, I know those aren't needs, but they're sentimental. You grew up getting these things and now they're just all gone. But anyway, I'm with my dad, and that's cool. But yeah, life is actually not bad. Life is pretty great. I've kind of mostly gotten adjusted to my new situation, and it's alright. And everyone on my dad's side of the family is on my side with the situation, because like I said, the primary reason I got kicked out was because the girl was black. And if she kicked me out even if she did kick me out for the legitimate reasons of having a girl over without her knowing, drinking underage, I guess you could say putting my hands on my mom, but I don't really mention that as a fault because that was self-defense. But, some people don't see it that way and oh, you should never put your hands on a woman. And for the most part, I agree. But if it's self-defense, come on now. I don't want to use the expression equal rights, equal fights, because I think that's very corny and a bit too conservative for me to say. But I do believe in the concept. Just, I wouldn't say it like that because that sounds really, really I don't know, I don't want to say immoral. And it just doesn't sound right to say it like that. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I miss the monthly upload because I'm very limited on time. Still getting things sorted out. But like I said, I'm mostly fine now. I've mostly gotten settled into this place that my dad's at, and it's fine. I have all my electronics. I have my video making equipment, obviously. I don't know. I just didn't really, I didn't feel like making, I did feel like making a video. That's not true. But, I wanted to have the right time. I wanted it to feel right to when I wanted to make a video about this. But yeah, Exotic Goof, I'm still alive and stuff. It's just a lot has gone on, and I've been talking for so long, and I don't know how much this is going to be edited. But, yeah. Another thing I should mention is I did get a new car, because the previous car I had was a 2003 Toyota Corolla. It was in my mom's name. That's how she would, she was legally able to take it and stuff and sell it. But I did recently purchase a 1995 Toyota Corolla, but unfortunately it's had some maintenance issues, and it's currently being worked on. So hopefully when it's done, everything will be, because like it was being worked on for the radiator blew, and that was being fixed, and then it turned out there was something else. There was some engine damage that went along with that, and that's now being fixed. And so hopefully let's cross our fingers, I'm crossing mine, that's the last maintenance issue, really. Hopefully. I mean, there's still some minor things I gotta fix, but hopefully that's the last, like, major thing, and the car will be mostly fine, and I can drive it around. I do gotta get the tires replaced, because those are looking real bad, not gonna lie. But, yeah, I do have a car. That's the thing. The day I got it, I had it, I got it insured, because in the state I'm in, it's illegal to have a car without insurance. I think most states are like that now, but in mine, it definitely is illegal to not have a car insured. But yeah, I got the insurance on it, got it registered, drove it to work and everything. It was cool. I was real happy. But it blew. It was like, I went to my girlfriend's to talk to her and stuff, and we were just sitting in the car, and there was we were just talking, and all of a sudden there was like a noise, and a bunch of like white smoke came out the front of the car, and it was just, yeah. But, then my dad came, and he tried to drive it to where I am at now, but that's most likely, where the engine damage came from, was from driving it from her place to where I'm at now. But we ended up not being able to get it there because it kept shutting down. But we got it to like a nearby McDonald's, and it was there, and then my cousin came and got it, and that's where we are now, basically. But yeah, there's just been a lot of issues, but me and my girlfriend are, in my opinion, pretty good with our relationship right now. And I actually, at the time of me recording this, it was my last day of high school. So yeah, that's cool. But a lot of things have been affected by the whole situation with me getting kicked out. My original plans was to go to a certain college, and I could say all the personal details now, because the reason I didn't say personal details before in the videos is because I didn't want my mom finding out and stuff. So like I hid a lot of personal details, but I guess I'm still in the habit of not giving out locations and stuff. So I guess I'm gonna stick with that for now. But yeah, I was gonna go to a certain college and major in finance, and now I'm not going to that college. I'm going to like a college that's in the same town I'm in now, and gonna try to major in finance. And then also I want to get a real estate license. And I'd like to go to trade and like learn how to work on cars and stuff as well. So like there's a lot more I guess I want to do. I want to be I forgot what the expression is, but a man of all trades, I think, or a man with cards. I forgot what the expression is. It's like a person who's a Renaissance man. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I want to basically be like a Renaissance man now. But yeah, my main priority is the finance major at the college. But yeah, I'm not going to this original college I was going to, which they had a lot for finance, a lot for business. There's a lot there. And this college I'm going to now has plenty of stuff to get like a bachelor's degree like I planned on doing, and that's good, that's important, but it's just, not as many resources. But honestly, that's fine. It's fine. Things will work out like they always do. It's just crazy to think I got kicked out primarily because I'm dating a black girl. Like I said before, I will admit my faults and take accountability for the underage drinking and sneaking a girl over without my mom knowing, but getting kicked out for that. My cousin said like it was crazy how I got kicked out for doing like typical high school things. Like, yeah, they're not right to do, but like pretty much every high schooler does these things. And the thing is, like, I'm not a complete delinquent. And the thing is, my mom, about the drinking, my mom thinks that the drinking has something to do with the girl, and it doesn't at all. The drinking and the girl have nothing to do with each other. The drinking primarily was before the girl. Like, I really, like, I hadn't had a drink, like, until, like, I haven't really had a drink since, like, 2023. So, like, I don't know. And, like, I really haven't been drinking since I've been 18, if I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I have, definitely, but not much. And it's just crazy. Like, if you wanted to kick me out for that, like, stuff, like, I guess I get it, but still, I think that'd be extreme too, just for doing typical high school stuff. Like, yeah, you can discipline me, but, like, kicking me out for that, even if the girl was, like, wasn't involved and it was just the drinking and the sneaking a girl over, and, like, she wasn't black, or she was, like, white or whatever. Like, well, one, I wouldn't have gotten kicked out, definitely, but, like, even if you did kick me out for those two reasons, like, it would still be kind of crazy, because, like, you know, you're just doing typical high school things, like, discipline me, ground me, whatever. But, you know, kicking your kid out, your only child out, because I'm an only child, kicking out your only child for this kind of stuff right before graduation is just so insane. And also, there have been a lot of blocked messages, because one of the first things I did when I got kicked out was block my mother. And I checked them for the first time, like, about a week or two ago, and there was a lot there. Like, there were texts from the night I got kicked out and stuff, and, like, it was weird, because she told me, like, I could have swore she told me to get out, but there was a text saying, get your ass back here now. Like, but you told me to get out, so, like, I'm confused, but anyway. There's some racial bigotry, I guess. I don't like using the term bigot because I feel like a nerd, but there is some bigotry and stuff. I most likely will put some screenshots up on a screen now, because I want you guys to see how crazy some of this shit is. I'm not gonna put everything, but I am gonna put the really crazy things on screen now. And I don't know when this video will be edited and stuff. I got, like, school just ended, so I don't really have, besides work, I don't really have that much on my plate. Well, work and then girlfriend. And besides those two things, I should have free time these next, like, 2-3-ish months. But, yeah. I can't believe I got kicked out. But, yeah, I will admit faults where they're due. But I feel like the faults of my mother being so closed-minded, like, this isn't even just being closed-minded, this is full-on bigotry, but God, I hate saying that. I feel like a nerd. But anyway, like, kicking me out was not the right move, and, like, what the fuck, man. But, yeah, this has been Exotic Goof. The monthly upload streak, I think, is over. I'll just upload when I can. I would like to upload just, like, goofy little videos here and there. Like, nothing too serious. Kind of like that video I made, like, Taylor Swift is killing orphans. Stuff like that. Just little nonsense stuff. But yeah, this has been Exotic Goof. And, I am out for now.
Get up, cocksuckers, it's all over.